Maxace! We've got a Maxace knife here for you. We're going to be unboxing this bad dog right in front of you. I got to open it up first. We're going to be using this Kiradashi from Paragon Knives in the copper raindrop Damascus. What a sweet, sweet unboxing tool that we have here. So this came as part of two knives from White Mountain Knives. I love those guys. They're totally awesome. I'll link them down below. I'm not sure which one of the two this one is. I mean, I think I do. I think this is the Karambit, the Raptor. I would assume the Raptor would come in. Well, maybe not. I don't know. The other one came in more of a hard shell case. And oh yes, this is the Raptor. Look at this bad dog, Magnacut. Does this move? Here's the question I had. Does this move? Okay, good. I am glad that it doesn't move. I'll talk about that here in a minute. Look at this wicked, wicked knife. This is a Karambit from Maxace Knives. Ooh, that is smooth. That is smooth. The reason why I asked that is I have an NOC, Knock Knives, that has a similar type system with the wave feature. But that one like moves up and down, and I don't understand why. It's really frustrating. In fact, I've got it right here. Here it is. Here it is. You don't need to imagine anymore. So it's got this wave right here, but it like moves down. And I think if I can tighten this up, I might be able to get it to stay, but there's not really like, there's no screw hole to do that. So yeah, I don't know. It really bugs me. I kind of keep it down because it just gets pushed down. So weird design on that knife, but I saw this and it was somewhat similar. And so I was wondering if it would be the same thing, but it looks like this is actually in there, right? So it's not the same thing, doesn't move. It'll actually work as intended. Let me see here. What do we got? Got a little bit of detent play. Don't love that all the way. Let's try to flip this open. Beautiful, wicked knife. Karambit. I'm not a big Karambit guy, but when you see one that's cool, you just gotta jump on it. Rock solid lockup. Titanium liner lock subframe. I'm not sure. Really, it's kind of like a frame lock, but it's not because it has all of this, but this isn't even one solid piece. It's got multiple pieces going on here. This is kind of more of a pivot surround up here. And then this kind of is more part of the back spacer, but it's an onlay. So one thing Maxace does is they kind of challenge the, ooh, that's comfortable. They challenge the concepts of what these things are. They kind of deconstruct what is a frame lock, what is a liner lock, what's an onlay, what's an inlay. And they create something that's pretty cool. Nice little Damascus, little pop of color there. Kind of cool. See, that's the kind of stuff they do. Like just a little piece of Damascus just to make the front pop. Nothing on the back. Look at that little tiny pocket clip. Ooh, that's got a lot of tension on there. I'm probably going to have to bend this out just a little bit. So one of the things people talk about is, you know, how is this meant to be used? Is it right-handed carry? Is it left-handed carry? Because if you're carrying it in your right pocket, where you would use this in a traditional fashion, where you would get this and pull it out, it's going to deploy in a straightforward method, right? So you grab it, maybe you put your pinky in here, you pull it out of your pocket, it's going to catch that and lock it, and it's going to be in more of a utility type configuration in your hand, right? It's going to be like this. Traditionally, Karambit you'd have in the reverse hand. So if you put it in your opposite pocket, because the pocket clip is not reversible on this, or at least I don't think it is, unless there's some kind of witchery here. No, I don't. I was almost wondering, can you swap this Damascus inlay and then put the pocket clip there? But no, it's all the way up here. So it is right hand carry only, tip up. But if you put it in your left pocket, like this, and then push it out forward, you could use it as an offhand, kind of more traditional defensive type setup. But for me, I'm just going to carry it like a normal knife because I don't need to do that. I'm going to just grab it with my pinky, pull it out, get it to lock out, and I am ready to rock. So these onlays are titanium. Looks like they are hard anodized. They've got like a kind of a rough texture to it, unless that's aluminum. I don't know if you can hard anodize titanium, now that I think about it. Got a lock bar insert in there. I can see that. Cool texture right there. Really cool. Very comfortable. Good size karambit, not too small. A lot of the times karambits are just a little too small for me and what I like. Thumb hole could be better. It's kind of in an awkward position. It's kind of removed, right? It's pushed out really far, so it's kind of hard to get to it. But that's why it's got the wave. That's the primary mode of opening this, just right from the pocket, catching it, flicks it open, you're good to go. I like how it kind of has, it's not a blunted tip, but it doesn't come to a needle point. I kind of like that. I believe this is rocking M390, Magnacut, right there, like as big as can be. Magnacut on this Raptor. They got a few different configurations. At first, when I saw pictures of these, I didn't like the black titanium on the outside. The other one I think is more regular, raw, kind of titanium colored. But now that I have it in person, I really like the black. It kind of adds a little something to it. So many details. Maxace does this. So many design details going on. It's like it's a visual treat. You know what I mean? Visual treat. Let's check for play. Nothing. That lockup is just crazy. Running on bearings, of course. Detent's good. I'll throw some oil in there. Sometimes Maxace comes with like really thick kind of grease instead of oil. So cleaning it out sometimes helps. It would be kind of nice if this had a flipper. Although that might affect kind of your ability to deploy it with the wave. Really cool knife. Like I said, karambits are not usually my first choice. But whenever it's Maxace, I've got to give it a second look, and I'm glad I did because this one's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Looks cool. It's got a cool name. It's aggressive. It's got stylings. It's got Damascus. It's got titanium. It's got all the things I like. Oh, the other tip for Maxace knives. It's always good to check your screws on these. I've found that sometimes they can be a little bit loose when you get it home. So I like to go around and make sure to tighten everything up. Pivot, you can obviously tell if that's loose, but a lot of these body screws, it's a good idea to check them out. This pocket clip has a hidden screw, so I don't think I'm going to be doing that one, but everything else I will. Really cool. Let me know down below. Do you like karambits? Would you ever carry a karambit? I want to know.